we starts off with the initial viewing, which we already did. Then we does the introduction, and depending on whether it's an odd episode or an even episode. Oh, I can't really tell. You know what? I'm So yes, introductions, short and sweet, to the point. Then we say like our short but sweet initial thoughts on the episode, like 2 minutes each. Then afterwards, we get into more detail, like some things we notice, some critiques, etc. We try not to talk over each other, which is why we switch to push to talk. Then afterwards, we do a short Q&A.
Okay.
And it usually starts with me freaking out because you people are infuriating!
Love you too. See how much he loves us.
And then Golden tranquilizes me, and then I take the tranquilizer gun, and I try to break it over his head, and he tranquilizes me again!
I have a backup.
You were just the worst kind of douche nozzle.
You too, Jasper.
So, are we ready to set him off then?
So is this the part where I tell him he did all of that live?
Oh shit!
Absolutely.
I was going to tell him something else to set him off for going live. About how he's now going to have to imagine what it's going to be like for Sandbar and Yona's child, like that yak pony hybrid.
Yakety yak. Yakety yak, you do go back.
Why do you people hate me? What have I done to instigate y'all to do the bad to me? I thought I was always trying to be good, friendo. I punched in Brussels sprouts for my fairly training.
Jasper.
Yeah?
I have some news for you. You are best friendo, and now I'm going to start the show.
Sabyuki. That's the third shot already, wasn't it?
If you're gonna try to count, we're gonna be here all day.
Fuck. Wow.
It's alright, Golden. I had to do your job last week. I had to get my own.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hello. And welcome to Reviewers Web. Thank you for your patience with us starting a few minutes late. I locked my keys in my truck and was at the grocery store. It took the guy an hour to get there. So my day got derailed pretty hard. But in the meantime, I guess me being a klutzy idiot is appropriate for this week because we're going to talk about She's All Yak. And no, I'm not calling Yona a klutzy idiot. She just makes herself look like one. Still think she's best creature. In the meantime, we do have a lovely, lovely guest with us who will introduce himself first. And then since this is an odd week of episode, i.e. episode 7, we'll start at the top of the list and work our way down. So, E.G., you're at the top of the list anyway. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Well, hello everyone. I am EG Studios, animator, analyst, and just enjoying reviewing MLP. So just share my thoughts right now, or?
Nope, you just introduce yourself. We come back and do that.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Fiaura. I'm Miss Exhausted and has no idea what's going on. I'm the host and the one who manages to get all of these eggheads together every week to talk about ponies. That's kind of what I do. I write things and do science. I'll see you all at MLP MSB. Golden Fox.
Hey everybody, I'm Golden Fox, and I review ponies and movies, and I stream Let's Plays. I think most of you know who I am at this point. I'll pass it off to the next person.
And I'm Insane Spyro, the greatest dragon in all of gaming, Let's Player, reviewer, game pundit, and the artist that you all get your nightmares from at the end of every episode, which I'm sure Jasper will enjoy once we get to the end. On to you, Jasper.
First of all, I am not bad. I'm livid! Second, I am the pizza pawn. I do the comics on DeviantArt, along with occasional fan fictions, audio dramas, audio editing, and Watch Mojo scriptings. And I also have a psychological breakdown at least once every episode.
Apparently, that's the running theme.
Y'all keep wanting it, I'm just trying to provide, even if...
Shh. It's okay, Jasper. It's okay. Blissy Poo.
You people are the worst kind of tranquilizers.
Learn how to dance with Rarity. Then learn to dress up and look spexy. And after makeup to a T, go to the dance and do the pony. Yakety yak. You will go. But yes, I am Lightning Bliss, the Rainbow Alicorn. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Be sure to tip your Fiaura the Tank Girl, Princess of Explosions. Good.
Did somebody just advertise that I take tips? What?
well, you are a barkeep, aren't you?
That's fair. That's fair. All right, Master Code.
Yeah, but why would you want to tip her over? I mean, if you tip her over, she'll fall, on the ground and stuff. But anyway, this is your super awesome Ace Analyst Master Code, the one who reviews ponies from the TV show to the comics to the books and everything in between. And back up top.
What?
That'd be you, EG. So EG, you're our guest for this week. I'm glad you were able to make the viewing. I'm not going to comment on my current status, but please, you have 3 minutes to give us your initial thoughts. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Go.
Oh, all right. So, my thoughts on She's All Yak. I thought it was a really fun a portrait of Yona. Now that we have like a more fully solo episode focusing on Yona a lot. I do like the fact that the entire episode was heavily influenced to one of my favorite classic movies, My Fair Lady, which I also saw the musical a long time ago when I was a kid in London, which I can tell there were many references, for example, like just Yona trying to pronounce like an actual a elegant lady, learning how to dance, learning how to speak and all. But and it was the way they did it was super entertaining, especially when just out of nowhere she decided to have chemistry with Sandbar. And Sandbar, I thought he wasn't so bad either. I thought his performance in the episode was nice. Including the way he was comforting Yona at the end, which I thought was just adorable. Just delivering the message that you gotta be yourself instead of something you're not, which that's something that the main six overlooked and gave them too much advice. So yeah, I thought the episode was a lot of fun, very cute to enjoy.
All right. Golden, go ahead.
Well, luckily I take down notes, so I should be able to get through it like nothing. She's All Yak made me appreciate Yona much more compared to how she was written in Uprooted, which in that episode, I like that she was the voice of reason. But most of which for this episode is because it was very emotionally well driven. And being someone like her who comes from another culture, wanting to know and adapt to a different culture isn't easy for some people, if not most people. And it works effectively in this episode, even if some moments are a little bit on the cringy end, such as when she's wearing the dress or when she's being her at the apple farm. But for the most part, yeah, it's a simple episode. It carries a formula about someone being anything but themselves, and it's been used in this show before, such as simple ways. But just because a story is formulated doesn't mean it's going to be boring. It all narrows down to how it's executed and how it commentates on the said topic. And for this episode, it did a really good job. It ranks close to being one of my favorite episodes of the season, mostly on the lower end. But nonetheless, a fun episode.
That
I'll
was
pass.
some very concise thoughts.
That's what taking notes are for.
That's fair.
Mhm.
Insane
He's
Spyro.
good at that. I wish I'd copy him. I need a copy gold. And why haven't I copied gold?
I'll just DM it to you.
Oh my god, he really did!
There you go.
Well, he did.
As for me, I thought it was okay. It's nothing too good. It's nothing too bad. I mean, it's certainly a step up from the 2 previous weeks. It's an episode with the kids, which, it's what the show's supposed to be about. And there was some nice bits. You get to see who's going to get shipped with who, because obviously Sandbar, Yona, they're the main interest. But I saw all the background bits. I saw Gallus and Smolder making eyes at each other, and Ocellus and Silverstream making the eyes at each other. I am kind of disappointed a bit with the end. Like, commit. You had the moment. You were all like, oh, that's great. You had the shooting star in the background. Kiss. Commit to it. Seal the deal. Because it was just a hug, so they could just erase that next week and say, oh, it was just a friend thing. We're not really shipped together. No, kiss. Commit. And one thing that really stood out to me, though, especially in this episode, is they've got good at Flash. I know it's like not really to do with the episode, but this one with all of the silly faces like Silverstream, they've really nailed Flash in like this final season, and it's going to be weird to see if they can do it on Toon Boom, because they got some great meme faces. But yeah, for me it was all right. We had some fun with the kids. We had a nice episode that showed Yona trying to fit into pony culture, even if the moral is kind of obvious to be yourself. But I'm still waiting. What was it, Fiaura? 3 million over budget or something. I'm still not seeing it. I'm still waiting for that big, super, ultimate end of the show finisher, and we're wasting time playing the shipping game with the children.
I mean, that's your opinion. We're wasting time playing the shipping game. If you've looked at fanfiction recently, oh dear God, the shipping. In the meantime, Jasper.
First of all, you guys are worse than Sweetie Blue.
Oof.
Where do you think I learned it from?
Touche. Second, I just thought it was a really cute episode. Yeah, it was basically paint by the numbers, My Fair Lady, which I do appreciate because it's actually one of my favorite musicals. But it was still a lot. But it still had something fresh with Yona being Yona, and I thought the song was pretty good. There were two minor subtle things I noticed, but I'll get to those later. And yeah, they really upped the ante with the facial animations, especially with Rarity. Blissy.
To Insane Spyro, like you said, they're kids, and you don't kiss on a first date. That's inappropriate. Secondly, I'd say my happiest. I'm very happy with this episode. Yeah, like Jasper says, it was very, very, very super cute. But I also like how the other students or friends were like, whatever, let's go to the dance. And Yona's the only one out of all of them that really took it seriously, because she wanted to respect the tradition of what the ponies are doing. But then they had to heighten a little bit by making it kind of a little cute puppy romance with Sandbar. That was just the cherry on top for me. I love how, I guess we're basically all on the same topic here, but Yona wanted to respect tradition, but then on top of that, she wanted to make a friend of hers happy as well as have fun. And that just reminds me of like, I am that girl who, I act like a tom girl, all big, bad, and tough, but deep down, I want to do the girly stuff and go to a dance and have fun. Somebody asked me to dance, please, that sort. So, it kind of brought back memories that I really enjoyed. Good job, episode.
Aw, Blissy is Smolder.
Now I
I was about to say this would be appropriate for an episode for Smolder.
now I have to be slightly silly and inappropriate just to make Blissy squee before Master Code goes. Hey Blissy, do you mind if we all ask you to dance at BronyCon?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Do it.
Alright, Master Code, on the heels of that, take it away.
I mean, in order for that to work, though, you're gonna have to like put me on an iPad or something because I'm all the way over here in England.
Yeah, they did that in the movie Flubber, and that didn't turn out so well.
Wait. They have iPads and Segways. We can arrange this.
Anyways, this episode was kind of weird for me. It was, I guess this episode was okay. There were some good things, and there was just kind of went the cliche route. First off, before anyone asks, I never seen My Fair Lady or She's All That. I have not seen either of those, so I know nothing about it. So this was the first time anyway. So I do like the like I said, what we've been talking about, the whole Yona Sandbar kind of cute little romance thing. I like that. I like that. Yona, she's a foreign creature in Equestria, amongst all these ponies, and it feels organic that she's like panicking. It's like I've been slowly getting my friends together, but hey, there's this tradition that was invented for this episode. I mean, for this for the school. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, she wants to. It's understandable. You want to. Try to put your best foot forward, as it were, to get to get everything perfect. The song was the first off, the song came right out of nowhere. It's like Rarity is like, she says one sentence and then bam, song. It was kind of ID whiplash, but this song was okay. The visuals I did like. Visually the episode was pretty good. The one thing that really struck me odd was kind of the ending where, Yona and Sandbar, they kind of get together and they return back to the party, and someone's not on push to talk. I think it's EG, and then they're given the Pony Pal trophy, which was kind of weird for me because basically we're giving you this trophy because we messed up in turning you into something you're not. We should have, we gave you some pointers, but we pushed it too far. So it's our fault that we as the main six, we screwed up. So here's this trophy because technically you did nothing. Technically, went through and wrecked the party and whatnot, but it's like, we're rewarding you for wrecking the party, and it is our fault. I was like, wrap your head around that. I honestly, I really think they should have just cut the main six out and really shifted this episode from just go through the same motions, but instead of Yona and the main six, Yona and Sandbar, have them develop a bond together, learn more about each other. I think that would have been a much more better way to go, but I don't know, the episode was okay.
Wow, Master Code didn't need a time warning.
Hey, someone's mic is working. Oh!
Bliss is physically here, my mic is working, and Master Code didn't need a time warning. What just happened?
I think the planets aligned.
Give me a sec. Let me just check out my window, make sure the 4 horsemen are not running around.
Wait. Insane. Hold on. Where's Moon Knight? Because that's the one thing wrong right now.
He's... I don't know where he is. He is vanished. Perhaps the horsemen have got him.
I see.
Nah, that can't be. One of the horsemen is actually here playing poker.
All right.
He
Well,
cheats, by the way!
in the meantime, does anyone wish to bring up any particular theme or idea from this up? Jasper is blinking on and off already, so Jasper will go first. But anyone else, so that I can get an order of operations put down? See, Jasper, light up your mic if you want to go. Jasper,
I was gonna.
Jasper, then EG. Anyone else? All right, we'll start with Jasper. Jasper.
Okay, there was actually two... Like I said, there was two things I kind of noticed that nobody seems to really bring up. One, it's during the song. Once again, Kazumi Evans does a fantastic job as Rarity. The only thing is, did she slip out of her accent a few times, or is it just...
I unfortunately didn't rewatch the episode with you guys. I only caught the ending, my bad. So I'd have to rewatch that part again.
Yes. Yes, she does 2 or 3 times, but it's not so jarring that unless you're specifically looking for it, you probably won't notice.
I think Joey or Jasper has just a really good ear because he's an audio editor by part, like half by trade, the other half is writing, so he's got a good...
I think it's because she's trying to do like the posh accent. She's in the Rarity moment, but we also must go to the tea party like a proper princess. Oh my god, I'm doing my Luna voice. Let me just change back there, darling.
Funny you meant. Of course, because both Rarity and Luna, same actor.
And another thing I kind of notice is also with Rarity, and maybe I'm the only one who knows, but I kind of sensed a little bit of hostility towards Twilight with her. Like, just the way she... Like, when she's talking to Yona about the Amity Ball, or whatever Twilight's calling it. It's that... I don't know, to me that sounded kind of like passive-aggressive. And then, during the song, the whole, "To Twilight!" I'll admit, Twilight's hairstyle is not for everyone, but 2 in a row, it just seems a little suspicious to me.
Well, Rarity was kind of all about traditions and titles and following... I mean, there's evidence that she likes to follow a pattern or how things are done. So maybe it was a bit of a passive-aggressive at Twilight for like, oh, you're just gonna rename the dance after all these years. Okay, whatever, darling. But, Rarity tends to have has a thing for doing that off and on, so...
In that case, that is arguably one of the most subtle usages of passive-aggressiveness I've ever seen. Well played, episode. Well played.
I think the second one might have been a fluke because, like, I noticed a lot of hairstyles, and when she said "too new" and it's the pink spiky one, that is Lightning from Final Fantasy 13, which is a bad game. So she's like, "Ugh, no, too new. Get that out of here."
I am so triggered from hearing that name.
Well, that's the 2 new hairstyle, the pink spiky hair. That was Lightning.
And speaking of Twilight, I also remember that first Twilighting, they made her name off of a verb, and now to Twilight is an adjective.
They're turning Twilight into a dictionary!
I still prefer Twilight Nanas.
Yeah.
You almost
Shut
said
up!
it.
Are you gonna say Blissy Nanas?
Oh,
You
I
were
guess all
about-
my friends are calling me that now. Shut up!
Well, because sometimes you do have a
Hey,
tendency
boys,
to
don't
go
go blissing Nana.
nanas.
Golden! I'm gonna see you July 30th. You watch yourself. You just keep one eye behind your head.
I
Love you,
regret
Missy.
nothing.
If anything, I'm more jealous because I want to be a verb. I want to be Jasper Nanas. Somebody make me Jasper Nanas.
I think we all want to go
No,
bananas.
Jasper. We don't call you Jasper Nanas. You have your own verbiage. It's referred to as jasping. And it's any time that someone goes on a random tangent at the top of their lungs, screaming their head off, overreacting to something potentially tiny that the rest of us are laughing our ass off about.
I am personally triggered, and now I will go on a screaming tirade. Oh wait, you may have a.
Uncle Jasper, that's your nickname I always given you.
Uncle Jasper, nothing.
I don't know what we're yelling about!
So congratulations, you are now referred to as Jasping.
I feel like the word jasping sounds like you're wagging off a soda bottle.
No,
Yo,
no,
man,
Jasper, eat a piece of pizza. Why? Because you're jasping.
Anyway, does Jasper have any other points he wants to bring up before we move to EG's points?
Well, there is one very important question I want to ask. People like Sandbar, so now can we finally say that Vincent Tong voices something that people like? Because
No, I can't. No.
Because everyone always seems to hate the roles he plays, and everyone likes Sandbar. So please, people, give the Tong a break.
I can't, because then he'll seek me out more, and I can't allow this.
But the thing between you and Vincent Tong is what keeps Silver sleeping at night.
Well, it keeps me awake.
You know, I can honestly say, Jasper, I give Vincent Tong credit where credit's due. But he's not the one who had me unable to talk to someone backstage at Everfree. That goes to Gavin.
What? Where'd she go?
I might go out. Things are returning
Stupid
back.
button. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna.
You're back.
No, my keyboard is dying, and it's not that my mic went out. It's that the keys on the left side of my keyboard are stopping working when I hold them down. So
Snap.
I'm gonna switch to the other method, which is to mute my microphone when I'm not talking. I said that Tong may be given credit for doing something that people like, but he's not the one who had me at Everfree backstage in tears and unable to speak to him. That credit goes to Gavin.
So while you fix
Who
that,
now?
Yeah, the rest of the guests of honor, I serve drinks to. I go out to dinner with. They make artwork for me. Like everything's fine and normal. Walk up to Gallus' voice actor, and I'm shaking and my heart's palpitating.
Oh yeah, speaking of, did you ever get Silverstream to do that Bob Ross impression?
Yes, we did.
Oh, have we got the recording? Can we hear it?
Not yet.
And also, hashtag Jasping is now through your chat.
I noticed. Anyway, EG, you had a point.
What have you done?
Okay, like this is gonna sound extremely different, and I think a lot of people might disagree on me on this, but a long time ago, I've always kind of saw Sandbar and Ocellus together the most, rather than him with Yona. Cause I somehow, like, before this episode, there was like a tons of shipping artwork of Sandbar and Ocellus together, and especially the way he was comforting her from during the whole fall out of the tree. I think that was it. Yeah, during the memorial tree episode. But it got me thinking, like, how would it work if it was with him and with Ocellus? Because we already got like 2 episodes that focus so much on Yona. We already got one for Smolder and another one with Gallus. I don't think they ever touched Silverstream or Ocellus so much yet. So I was hoping for those 2 to get their own episodes. But that's a big suggestion that I was, well, not suggestion. This was one idea that I had in my head for quite some time before this episode. But if it did, it would have to be like a completely different new episode from scratch. And it'll be nothing like what we saw.
Okay, is there a point that you want to bring up that we have to debate and discuss?
Let's see. I felt like the relationship between Sandbar. Yeah, basically what I'm saying is I feel like Sandbar and Yona felt like kind of a random crack shipping, and just just it came out of the blue after like many of the times. Okay,
I can kind of see that because up to that point, there have been some shots in the episode where Sandbar was close to Ocella's, but I'm not really that bothered behind it because there were some acts that Sandbar was doing during the Heartswarming Club where he was directing the blame at Ocella's during the blaming argument.
oh
And
right,
yeah, and because of that, I'm just in the thinking I don't think those two would ship well together.
good point.
There we go.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me much. It happened out of the blue, but it tried to get me like to get used to the idea like how will these two work. And while one's the pony, one is like a giant massive crushing beating up a lot of yakking stuff. A yak, and those two are like complete opposites of each other, but I keep forgetting the fact that opposites attract.
That's like the most overused TV title name for an episode ever. Like if you go back to any show, there's an episode title like that.
Yeah, opposites attract all over the place, especially in the most obvious manners. Yeah, that's one of my thoughts that I had in mind before the episode aired.
Sophie, who is next after EG?
That's gonna be whoever lights up first. That would be a master code, and I think that's what it is by mistake.
Whoa, did you smash a spider? Okay, anyway. Just kind of really quickly, something else. I did like the couple different variety of music. So we got some classical, and we got the pony rock music, which I swear was like influenced by either Rock Lobster or Do the Time Work, because they both had very it sounded like either one of those songs. They had to been influenced by those. Let's see what else. I thought that the one part of the episode which really I felt was kind of like a waste or didn't really come into it was the whole potluck thing. I mean, yeah, everyone brings like all their potlucks and it destroys everything, but it really didn't come into play very much. It was just basically for a quick gag. And then as far the thing that put me on the fence for the episode was the fact that the moral is it's very obvious. It's like, be yourself and whatnot. I feel like we've covered this one before already, but as far as execution, it was executed good. But I don't know, that was my problem. Was instead of being a good episode, I thought it was just okay because I've seen this before and didn't really play a lot with that formula. So there you go.
Can I talk?
Bliss. Yeah.
Go ahead,
Go.
Blissy Poo.
I can kind of see Master Code's point on the moral being a little obvious and may have been done, but I took some notice about something else that was learned by a few characters, and that was the main six themselves. Well, those who participated in trying to help Yona, they admitted that they were trying to help her to learn the pony traditions so she would have fun and have a good time. They didn't realize what was probably very obvious to us viewers, that Yona wanted to be like a pony and not be herself. The fact that they misinterpreted that signal when their mentor should have noticed that, and then owning up and apologizing when they didn't notice that fact, I thought that was an important lesson for the main six to learn, is that we should have realized that you were trying to be someone you're not, and we did not want to encourage that. We wanted to teach you some things so you would have fun, not because you were trying to be something you're not. And we are sorry for not noticing that. I thought that was a big lesson for them to learn.
Yeah, I am in agreement with you, Bliss. I do like how the main six, at the end they did fess up. They're like, you know what, you blame us. It's our fault. We were trying to help you, but we totally missed the mark on this. I do like that, because that is one thing that really did save this episode. Because if you were writing this episode badly, like it would have been like them competing with each other, like, no, this is how you're supposed to dance, or no, this is how you make it, da da da. Like if they went that route, the episode would have been completely off the rail. But here, they did a good job. It wasn't the best job for what they weren't written the best, but it works way better than what it could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing I appreciate about the episode. All the punifying decisions, they were all Yona's. She wanted to do all this on her own.
I'll put it this way though, but was it enough to justify the episode?
In terms of what?
We've only got another 12 episodes left. And if I remember, there is Mr. Satan sitting downstairs on his ball, just sitting there, waiting in the green room for his big Infinity War that he's not going to get.
Well, we already talked about this last week, so we don't.
Hey, Golden, can I see that tranquilizer real quick?
Sure.
Listen, I'm gonna bring it up again though, because
There's no point, dude.
There's no point, and we have more than 11 episodes left. This is episode 7.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like because we've seen the moral before and we're repeating themes, our big ultimate final villain is just getting shafted, and we could have, especially considering he's supposed to have created like the griffins and the dragons, and he could be like, I can exploit Gallus's greed, I can exploit the dragon's anger.
I'm not even sure if he technically created all of them, because he just said monsters. He didn't specify anything.
So
Probably not.
So my
Probably now
call-
there are
Go ahead.
For all we know, there are theories about him creating Discord, and, well, that's a nice theory, but unless he specifies what monsters he actually created, I don't believe nothing.
So
Anyway, next point.
as far as I am concerned, we have 19 more episodes, because they promised us 26, plus a between season, when we do the hiatus for the summer, there is a special due out June 29th, a double length episode that's outside of the normal season. So all total, we have 20 episodes, 21 if you count a double length episode being 2 instead of 1, that are going to come out between now and the end of the year. They may just be saving everything you're going over right now, Spyro, for the second half of the season when it's 13 episodes. I could see why, as a creator, you would not want to spend the entire season building up one villain. Has he appeared enough so far? Probably not, but they've still got 19 episodes to work with. And I might be eating those words in 10 episodes, but let it play out first before you start jumping on them about it.
I'm trying to, but any other season is fine. 1 through 8 with Cozy Glow and Chrysalis and stuff, it's fine. You can show them at the end because we know there's more coming. We know that season 7, season 8, they're on the way, but this is your big guy, the devil that can resurrect King Sombra, the ultimate evil that you're trying to portray as. When this dude gets here, when he gets that bell, that's it, game over. And all he's doing is just sitting there in the green room.
Oh, what do you want? Do you want them to cut to every single episode? Wahaha! This is my next part of the plan. Next episode. Wahaha! This is the next part of the plan. Next episode. Wahaha! Next part of the
At
plan.
this point, you're turning.
Wahaha! Next part of the
At that
plan.
point, you'd be turning. At that point, you'd be turning him from the devil to Rita Repulsor and Lord Zed.
Yeah,
And,
it gets redundant and boring.
and also on top of that, if he did that, for too many episodes, basically that would mean the entirety of the last 3 episodes will already have been shown and written for the rest of the audience, because then we would know, here's his entire plan.
It's like Josh. You never overexpose the.
You don't, but like you see, here's my thinking, and I'm gonna use kind of the Bill Cipher style. In previous series, you only saw him once, but in series 3,
Well, I
he's
haven't
in
seen
the
the show,
first
so I don't know
episode
anything.
saying he's gonna get the rift. He's in the 3rd episode, about to get the rift, and then he has like another 3 episodes of Weirdmageddon. So, out of the 10 episodes of season 3, he's in half of them. He's in a good chunk, actively moving his plan forwards rather than just looking at the crystal ball.
If he brings some sanity back, because we're way off topic here.
I agree. Does anyone else
Yeah.
have another subject they wish to go over at the moment concerning the episode? Oh, E.G., go ahead.
Can I just say that Silverstream, it pulled off a Trixie face from Fairly Odd Parents?
I do find it
can't get over it.
hilarious. I do find it hilarious that she was making that expression when she was saying, Yoda, you look so weird.
You look so weird.
I'm just in there thinking, says the one who said it in such a manner that was weird.
Exactly.
I'd argue, honey, could you be a little more insensitive? I don't think we heard you.
Oof.
That's a big burn on the little bird brain.
I mean,
Whoa.
I get it. She's kind of like one of those. I mean, and I am ADD, so don't judge me. She seems to come off that way and just misses social cues. But I'm like, come on, honey, you're in public, and you just kind of blurted that out. Yeah, if a friend did that to me in a public area and said I looked weird in front of all my friends, I'm the person that's gonna lose my emotional state. I'm gonna be bummed up and upset the entire time. I'll be a bundle knot of anxiety and then finally have to leave because I'm not having fun. And it's obvious when I'm not having fun or I'm not happy. Unfortunately, I have this aura of I'm not happy, I want to leave moment.
Yeah, don't usually when that happens with you around me, I walk up to you and go, who am I supposed to punch?
Usually you hug me first when you notice that I'm off, and you tend to read me pretty well, but a lot of the time when I'm really, like, I'm about to cry state, I try to leave the room as fast as possible. I hate crying in public.
I mean, this point I can defend, though, that she's from a different culture. She doesn't know about not speaking her mind. I mean, she didn't even know stairs existed and had an orgasm over the stairs in the first episode, so...
Well, by that
just-
terminology, then it's okay for the Yaks to declare war on another country because they don't like a setup. That's not okay by my book, no offense.
Ooh.
I know it's not okay to do, but, like, in her defense, where she comes from, everybody's just like, okay, that's the thing that happens. Everybody moves on over here in Hippogriff Sea Pony Land.
You know, I would say that I thought all the hippogriffs would sound more punny, like like Silverquill.
May I kill him?
I'm not stopping you. If you want to shank EG right now, I'll hold him
Hey,
down
Golden,
for you.
Jasper, you want to get our TF2 weapons? Let's go hunting.
I am prepared
Run,
to give this.
egghead, run.
I am prepared
Hold
to
on,
give this.
hold on. I can help fix this even better. Blissey, here's the explosive 5mm canister, and Jasper, here's this rocket. Don't ask me what it does till you fire it.
Meh,
Hey,
I like
hey,
mine better.
eggs.
When
Let's
I'll
give
do
you
is
your
best
sporting
rocket.
chance to run.
No, Jasper, you don't understand. These rockets go even bigger, boom boom.
I like Ronaldo!
Ow.
He is my baby!
Well,
You
Jasper,
guys are so
you're not
evil.
replacing,
And I will kill you!
Jasper.
you're not
will kill
replacing
you,
Ronaldo. You're not replacing Ronaldo. You're replacing his ammo.
Yeah, no. I'm not replacing Ronaldo. I'm just handing you rockets that'll help Ronaldo make mushroom clouds.
He make
Okay,
a
see,
bigger
why didn't you?
pool.
Okay, say, why didn't you just start with that?
She did.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner we have Master Code, and he's telling everyone that everyone's going off topic once again. Is it
You're
time for
right,
Q&A,
we are.
Fiaura?
It probably is. If no one else has something they want to bring up about this particular episode, because apparently we don't have a lot of complaints about this particular episode, or a lot of highlights. It's kind of a.
That's why I said it was okay.
It's average. There's nothing wrong with being average, but there's nothing great about it either.
It's super cute. That's what's great about it. It's super cute.
So
Just
the,
like-
I mean, I'll read Moon Knight's comment that he left on his thoughts and kind of expand on it. So he didn't record his thoughts, but he liked it, except the end where they hugged.
See,
And I think by
see,
I
I
think by
just get this impression from you and Moon Knight. You just want them to commit to a kiss.
No keys.
I would have liked to have seen a commitment, because I've seen this kind of what's the word I'm looking for? This kind of writing in other shows where if it's just a hug, it never happened. Like, we could go into next week's episode and Sandbar could be dating Gallus, and it would be like, well, what about the Yona stuff? Nah, never happened. It was just a hug, doesn't count. No commitment. Sandbar's now dating Gallus, so I would have liked to have maybe seen it, because then it's like, alright, the deal is sealed. These two, yes, there's going to be no other Sandbar, Ocellus, Sandbar, Gallus. We fully committed.
All right. Well, in the meantime, first question is from Drinking Buddy. Who all is going to be at MLP MSP? Also, what are the chances of you guys doing a live in-person broadcast from BronyCon? I think I'm the only one at MLP MSP next week, or in 2 weeks. Am I wrong?
I think you're accurate. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's on the nose. I don't has money. I'm trying to do a job.
So, everybody, if most of us are going to be at BronyCon, do you guys want to get in a hotel room and do like a live broadcast?
Haven't we tried this twice before?
No. When we tried this before, it's me not able to do it because the internet isn't cooperating. I got a new phone plan that will allow me to do it via my phone as a hotspot. And
I can't
not have
promise.
to pay out the nose.
I can't promise anything because I got panels to be on. I have a Make-A-Wish Foundation to cater to, and obviously I'm going to be running a table as well. So I can't say yes.
This is something we need to talk about when we're closer to it, and we may not do it on the Saturday. We may do it just before the con actually starts.
Oh, that works.
But in the meantime,
Late at night.
next question. Would you have liked this episode to end in a different way? If so, how would you have liked for it to end? Well, we know Insane and Moon Knight would have liked them just to kiss. Did anybody else have a different ending?
Nope.
Not really. I feel like the episode was good as the way it ended.
Okay. Capstone Princess would like to know, what would the children of a yak and a pony actually be?
Why do you people make me picture
No.
stuff?
I don't want to see
Time
a
out.
mental image of that.
Oh no.
Time out. Just time out for a minute, okay? Now, if we need to go by a realistic and science perspective, I'm sorry, Fiaura, I'm going to steal this from you a little bit. It physically isn't. Yeah, I'm wearing Fiora's lab coat. It's too big for me. It is physically impossible for a pony and a yak to conceive.
But
They are, for a lack of a better word, yes, while they are both hooved animals, they are still on a very different side of hooved animals. Yaks relate more closely to goats and cattle. Ponies relate to horses, equine, single-hooped creatures. It is physically impossible for them to conceive an offspring. Heck, when a donkey and a horse conceive, they create a mule. And guess what? That mule is a hybrid. Mules cannot physically conceive on their own because they're a hybrid. They're just physically unable to do it. But horse and cow conceiving, no, impossible.
Yeah, but this is magic where dragons.
You just destroyed like 700 pieces of fan art. Thank you. I appreciate
May
this.
they well
No,
rest.
this is magic.
Wait,
This is
can I just say
magic.
something?
This is where a dragon can like do a pony and create a Kieran, which are half dragon, half pony. So everything's on the table. And if you're wondering what it'd be a yoni, a yak pony, yoni.
There you go.
No, Bliss, I feel like you finally destroyed the awkward children family of Donkey from Shrek.
I suddenly.
I'm not sorry.
I
I approve.
I suddenly know that Insane Spyro was going to draw Blissey stealing my lab coat next week. Great.
No, Bliss, I
I
approve
got
what you
something
said
over-
because...
In
Yeah,
the
I
meantime-
approve what...
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Bliss, I approve what you said, cause the drunkies, the half dragon, half donkey from Shrek, they scare the crap out of me.
They do too, for me.
That's fair.
I don't know. I think they're kind of cute, and I'm not saying half dragon, half pony OCs are bad. I'm just saying if we want to go on a realistic science perspective, if we were to approach things the way Fiaura does on a daily basis, it's physically impossible. I'm sorry. That's just how science works.
I could
Well-
try designing a yoni.
I feel like I should take the biology degree off of my wall and go burn it. In the meantime, does anyone have
Don't do that! I was just... I took biology in high school!
Blissey? No.
Go burn it.
No. I would burn it. I would burn it because enough people would have learned about biology and genetics that I no longer am required to say I have that.
I distinguish the water and the fire with my water. There.
So in the meantime, I'm not gonna burn it. It was a joke. In the meantime,
Next question.
Does anyone have an official ship from the show they actually like? Since this episode brought up a lot of shipping, Magical Starflash figured they would ask.
Official.
Does anyone have a ship at all from the show they like?
Okay, I
Jack.
actually have a few.
All right, we're gonna wait for the Jasper list.
Okay, in this order: Sunlight, the shipping between Twilight and Sunset, Big Mac and Sugar Bell, and because why the hell not, Pinkie Pie and Rarity.
Pinky Rarity. That's a surprising one.
Repeat that again. I'm sorry.
Twilight X Sunset, Big Mac X Sugar Bell, and Pinkie X Rarity.
Yes? What?
Pinky and Rarity.
How will that work?
Am I missing something here?
Huh. Not a common one.
I read
Oh, shipping names.
I read a lot of fanfics.
Oh.
By the way,
Yona
guys,
bars also
I
good.
have to show you this because this was my moderator's response in artwork right now to us talking about shipping.
Oh, Fiaura, I just noticed you were sharing my sleeping pony.
We
those are
actually
sweet.
used it for something else. We're going to tell you that in a minute after I get to the last couple
Yes.
questions. Which we have one last question here from the chat today. We didn't get a lot of questions. Then again, it's been a shorter show.
But wait, doesn't
Not that
anyone
bad.
else have? Doesn't anyone else have any other ships?
Will Tirit, Cozy
Oh.
Glow, and Cream Chrysalis ever team up with the main six against the devil? This
Grogar.
one is from Brony Prime Gamer. No, literally,
Oh.
his question is against the devil.
I mean,
Grogar's not the devil though, but
He is. He lives
I'm just
underground in a fiery
Never
cave
mind
and he
then.
can resurrect the dead. And he calls himself the ultimate evil. He's the dead Blaze.
Anyways, the only way I could foresee the villains teaming up with the main six to take down Grogar is in and if, like, yeah, Grogar becomes this almighty invincible villain that even the villains are like, what have we done? And have no choice but to team up, yeah, or they'll be destroyed themselves because they're all about self-preservation. Who knows? We'll see.
The only way I can see it happening, Chrissy, I mean, she's the last of the bad changelings, and she nearly got those Skittle juices flowing in the enemy episode. So Chrissy will probably go Skittle and team up. Tyrek, we're gonna need Scorpan for Tyrek to turn. As for Cozy Glow, I don't know. I don't think anybody cares.
I do see a breakdown in the whole pegging order of things. I think, like, if I had to guess, like maybe, part of me thinks Sombra is going to come back somehow. I have no idea how, but I can see it happening. But otherwise, I do see the maybe one at a time. They maybe go over to the main six or something like that. That's the way I see it.
I doubt it. I mean, I feel like Sombra's like completely gone, dead without that piece of his horn surviving.
Well, he died last time, we thought.
I kind of wish he'd stick around. I'd like to see his interaction with some of the other villains.
Which brings more questions. How will the show end?
With everyone kissing.
It will end with the end.
Friendship with benefits.
I mean, that raises a question of if Generation 5 is going to be like a reboot. Are we going to get like an Eyes of Heaven reboot the universe?
Is it picture time?
It is picture time, but while we're uploading the picture, I'm going to offer the audience any chance to ask any last questions of anyone in the cast, and it could be anything under the sun, particularly our guest here at EG Studios. EG, what we usually do, this is the part we didn't tell you about because Jasper was told not to tell you. We have an artist who prepares a piece of artwork every week.
All right.
So you noticed your sleeping EG Studios pony there sitting in our artwork section. Now you know why.
Oh.
See, we get traumatized every week because Insane Spyro, he's literally off his kilter.
Wow.
Not every week. There's been some that you've liked. But thank you for all the ideas for next week.
Actually, I've genuinely liked and enjoyed them so much that I'm currently working to figure out a way to use the stained glass window piece in volume 2 of the book somehow.
Ooh. That means you get royalties, dude.
That's interesting. Okay.
But in the meantime, Mr. Insane Spyro is currently uploading said picture.
So there is 2, and it can be looked at either way round. But for me, because this was a filler episode, I kind of like made a mocking joke at one of the characters in this show, and then the second part is with EG.
While this uploads, everybody from top to bottom, with the show coming to an end, what do we have for future ideas of stuff we want to do?
Well, we can always bring up some suggestions of missing ideas they couldn't touch on MLP.
Well, I still have 40K in anime and video games that I do on a regular basis, so when the show comes to an end and when the MLP people really don't want to keep paying for me to do MLP stuff, if the book hasn't sold, if the books haven't taken off to the point I don't need to do all that anymore, I always have all that to do. Golden,
What about me?
what are you going to do after the show ends?
There's a couple of things that I've been doing that hasn't been MLP related, like been doing movie reviews. There's one particular movie review that I plan on making, that I hope to get finished later this month. Aside from that, there's something related to video games, in which I'm just gonna keep it short because I don't want to talk too much about it. But yeah, there's been some non-material that I plan on doing. Maybe make a couple of videos explaining my thoughts on like other shows that I haven't been up to date with, Steven Universe and everything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it at that.
I will still do pony stuff, but not as much as ever. I'll still be I'm mainly going to be continuing reviewing more Disney movies, but I am going to be focusing heavily more on animation and on not just like maybe doing doing some work for Pokemon related, but also animating not just ponies but of course Pokemon and Disney related style of animation. But I'm not like fully leaving MLP at all. I'll still be doing it, at least like animate or write stories on some elements they didn't touch at all, and that would give me some alternative takes for from the show, just to get some inspiration going.
All right. I know Insane Spyro has video games. Do you have anything else?
Nah, I just do video games, and that's about it, really.
Jasper?
I'll probably still do the Pizza Pony stuff, but I'll also probably be getting back at the more fan fiction. But hopefully by then I'll have an actual job.
Blessing?
I still fully intend to review the rest of MLP because Lord knows I have not finished a single season, so I could still go back and review episodes, that maybe all of them. But I also plan to do other stuff from G1 series and some of the more 80s, 90s cartoons, including Rainbow Bright, X-Men, Batman, some of my favorite animated series. I mean, heck, some people never even heard of Pirates of Dark Water. Get that? That makes me old, I guess.
I watched it.
Well, that makes us ancient. All right.
Yeah. I also do plan on reviewing. I like the idea of going to a series where I review monster movies, like actual monster films. So of course, that includes Godzilla and Kaiju monsters. But yeah.
Hey, Blissy, I got an idea.
What's your idea?
You want to compare the new Godzilla to Pacific Rim?
You know how many people are dying for a crossover of those two?
You know how much fun it would be to sit down and compare the two?
Yeah, but I can also tell you right then and there that Godzilla will never be taken down by a single Pacific Rim bot. What do you call those things?
No. It wouldn't be about verses. It would be why one works and why one doesn't, and like what we normally do for analysis.
Oh, why one franchise works?
Yeah.
I
feel like she just had a squeak. All right, Master Code. What are you gonna do post Gen 4?
Me, just like Bliss, I have a huge backlog of episodes I want to review. Not to mention all the comics. Other than that, I want to start reviewing some of the more modern movies that came out, like maybe do like a weekly vlog, or maybe just a quick little thing for like new major releases and whatnot. I got Let's Plays and also review video games, and yeah, I'm good to go.
Okay, that actually sounds like fun. So in the meantime, the artwork has been revealed.
Tell us the story.
Go on, Spyro.
Alright, so obviously I've been on a bit of a goat rant for the past 2 weeks because everybody else is getting spotlight and he's just having to sit there spying on everybody doing everything. Because obviously he's looked at the Ponies defeating Sombra, so he can see
Hold on.
he can see everything in that crystal ball. Go on.
I have to say this because if I don't, someone will be disappointed with me. Could you say that they've got your goat about a goat?
Oh,
So yeah, he's been sitting there watching everybody.
Just so you know, I'm only. Sorry,
Go on,
continue.
Jasper. No, keep going, Jasper.
Just so you know, I'm only judging you on the inside and the outside.
That's fine.
Sorry.
So yeah, he's just having to sit there in the green room and he's spying on everybody, like Twilight delivering books, getting annoyed. Then the Patton Oswalt episode that he's not in, getting annoyed. Then he was spying on kids. FBI, open up! You're spying on kids. And so he's got to delete it off his hard drive before the FBI get to him.
I'm an FBI agent. That is cool.
And now I'm actually going to look at the second. Now I'm actually going to look at the second picture.
Yeah, he's being awfully bad.
Yeah, and he's grumbling to himself because, you know, back in the good old days, you could spy on, kidnap, torture, and even kill children, and nobody would bat an eyelid if you're evil. But nowadays, if you so much as look at a kid funny, can't do that. You go to Little Lamplight, no, those kids have got the magic Bethesda shield. Can't put a bullet in them anymore. You can't be a villain anymore. So the FBI are now coming to his house, and they're knocking on his door saying he's got 5 minutes to surrender the child footage.
You got 5 minutes to
Apparently,
learn his
EG
magic.
Studio. You gave EG Studios an FBI badge,
Yes, gimme.
Yes.
I can pull it off.
and
I did give him an FBI badge. You have also got one. You're just the one that can get through the magic barrier.
I have the jacket and the glasses. You pulled me off very well.
I'm very, very weirded out by the fact that Sunrise is there with him adding barbecue sauce to a mini nuke.
Yep.
Well, it's the secret. It's the special secret after dark barbecue sauce. It has many properties. One of which is it has explosive properties. But of course you're wearing goggles because if you put in too many drops, then it's going to blow up in your face. Safety first.
Can I just comment that this picture makes Sunrise look like she's 12?
yeah, I was gonna say, is this baby? Is this like little baby son's?
I look cute.
Well,
It's Babu Sunrise.
you see,
I'm
the
almost
idea
scared
was-
to put baby Lightning Bliss in the chat now. Oh God,
Do it.
That
see,
was
the idea
adorable.
no! You know, Doc dared me to upload that.
Do it.
I did.
No, Doc dared me to upload it long ago.
Oh no, I put it on Twitter the moment I saw it.
Ah, shit.
In the meantime,
Why are you adding barbecue sauce to a nuke? Because it's special barbecue sauce that has explosive properties, Capstone Princess.
Apparently it's after dark barbecue sauce that glows in the dark, and the glow in the dark is from radiation. I did show them the helicarrier shipping King Bronze. In the meantime, we do have a final thing, which is our little outro here, where we all talk about what we're going to be what we're working on at the moment. So, EG, you are our guest. Go ahead, tell us what you'll be working on, and then at the end of this, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go raid. Bliss is gonna squee at this. Bill Newton is currently streaming.
Ooh.
You wonder why people try to avoid saying the C word and why it's so difficult.
Yeah. I'm gonna
So-
come here, Golden. Come
so-
here, Golden.
so-
Come here.
so-
I
come
didn't
here.
say it. I didn't
Yeah,
say
come here,
it.
Golden. Come here.
No.
I wanna
No,
talk to
get
you
away
with my
from me.
minigun.
Okay.
No,
okay,
get-
okay.
get away from
Everybody
me.
down, everybody down. Everybody down.
Guys,
Baby Jasper is
Before-
adorable, and I'm glad to know that Baby Jasper has the same fez that he grew up with. In the
big
meantime,
fizz.
In the
Before we
meantime,
end,
before
do we have? No, I'm just gonna quickly ask before we end. Do we have that audio of Silverstream doing the Bob Ross stuff?
No, I told you we don't. Now, in the meantime, EG, what are you currently working on?
Well, me, I am currently working on a submission for a multi-animation project with dozens of other animators. We're working with Prince Whatever on making a music video off of one of his songs, and I'm almost done with my submission.
Okay. I am currently working on a couple things. A surprise script with Jasper, a script with Princess Deadpool. Ari and I are going back and forth with a script that I have to keep absolutely airtight, cannot talk about or I will get shot, literally. And I will be working tonight on a drunk stream for the Fallout Equestria story that I write, guys, the one that got published. And we just did the second printing. The second printing is being bound and I didn't realize that there was so much that involved BDSM with making books, but apparently there's a lot of binding.
Hey-o.
And the last thing that I am currently working on is this Tuesday. A lot of people have wanted to get into an RPG game on one of my live streams, and we will be starting a second RPG game. This is what's referred to as Redhurst, or the Academy of Wizards. So if you would like to play in a Pathfinder game in which you can be any race, and I mean any race, you can sign up to come in, give a character tryout between 2 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then after we have selected the characters who will be playing, we will set the actual stream time. So that's this Tuesday. I will be helping people. The last time I'm going to help people make characters is going to be tonight during the drunk stream. I know that's a lot of information, and I've been talking entirely too long. Your turn, Golden.
Projects?
Yes.
Let's see. Hopefully, if I can get it done on time, Detective Pikachu. I have another highlight reel to work on for my Let's Plays. I've got a countdown that I haven't done in a while. Hope to get finished this coming Friday. Well, I mean next Friday at this point, but you get what I mean. And last but not least, I'm going to keep this under wraps. A major movie review that I hope to get finished on the 15th, and there's a reason behind that, but again, I'm going to keep that airtight. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that.
Okay. Insane. What are you working on?
I'm working on a few reviews which are coming out. Tonight I'm posting the VOD of the Pokemon press conference that happened like 2 days ago at Pokemon Sleep. Why? And then, is it this week? No, it's apparently the 11th. On the 11th of June, I will be covering everything in E3. Just like lots and lots of E3 stuff. Jasper.
Pizza Pone.
Well, as of tonight, I'm currently trying to think of a proper action comic to today's US aired season 9 episode. Then, along with that, I've also got two video projects. One being the thingy with Fiaura, and just a buttload of Watch Mojo stuff and job hunting. I've actually got an interview next week, so wish me luck.
Good luck.
And Blissy Poo, what are you up to?
Good luck, Jasper.
What am I working on? What am I not working on?
Not working on, really.
Well, aside from working on some new art print ideas that I hope to sell at BronyCon and hopefully some new badge ideas, I'm waiting for Inverted Shadow to finish on his end for a special magic lesson we're doing, because then I need to do my end of doing the ending at the beginning and ending, because that's going to be in my style, while the rest is going to be in 3D Gmod style, which I have no idea how to animate. So wish Inverted Shadow luck and support. He needs it all the luck he can get. Let's see. I'm also waiting on the special talents of Uncle Songhorse and Uncle Jasper to finish some TF2 audios. I'm not going to give out what they are, but they're very, very special. We're hoping to premiere at BronyCon, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that just yet.
Give us time!
Give us time. Ease time. Consuming. Video-wise, I have been hoping to get started on my 50K subscribe special video, and I finally have all the audio for that, but I realized with the magic lesson going on with me and a burnt shadow, that actually needs to come out first, so is what it is, but yeah, I'm working.
And Master Code.
Let's see. So, just editing, analysis, anarchy as per usual, and then right now, currently, working on collab on the season 9 opener with who am I working on with that again? I forget. Who was I collabing on the season 9 opener with?
Oh, geez, some loser nobody with Rainbow Mane. I don't know.
I forget. But anyway, I got that going on. Then maybe some other Let's Plays, and yep.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, we would like to thank EG Studios for joining us as our guest this week.
Thank you.
Don't have a guest next week. The next guest will not be until after MLP MSP in 3 weeks, but we will still have our episode next week, same time, same bad channel. And in the meantime, we are going to perform an old streamer tradition. This has been going on since Twitch existed. So this is what's referred to as a raid. In a raid, I'm going to type a hashtag into the chat, in this case, hashtag #LoveTheBill. At which point, when I hit the raid button, it's going to flip all of you over to Bill Newton, yes, that voice actor's current streaming channel. The moment that happens, you type that out in his chat and let him know that we still like him. So, I hope all of you have had a good and wonderful time. I would like to thank all of my hosts here who have come together to make this possible and been very patient with me today. And
I have one objection.
Which is?
That implies we ever stopped loving Bill Newton.
That's fair. And I would also like to point out that thank you, Jasper. I'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
And I think the best way to end it is to let Jasper know next week is the villains episode. There's 4 villains.
Yes,
Which
Winter Insane Spiral gets what he wants.